Yo, yo. Hello.
What's up?
What's up, boy?
Where's Isaac?
Man, I tried messaging him. Should I call him?
Call him. He's probably asleep again.
Oh my god, man. Let me see. I'm gonna message him to him and be like, you better not make me call your sister, bitch. I'll do it.
Man, do it.
Nah. If you don't hurry up. Damn. He's not picking up.
No,
I'm here.
Oh, hey, wake your goofy ass up.
Okay.
Man, I see it.
I
I just woke him up.
Wow.
He was, did you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I'm up. He could tell he just woke up.
Freaking nice.
Come on, man.
How's
Unbelievable.
your week?
My week was actually pretty easy because I'm working on transitioning out my job, the company. So
Yeah.
I had like a bunch of time on my hands. Dude, I played like UFC like for 2 hours straight today.
Damn.
It's pretty chill. All I had to do was finish my like account notes, like transition notes. And I finished those in the morning, and I was just chilling, watching YouTube and playing the game. It's pretty easy. I don't have the final like exit interview till Wednesday next week. I wanted a longer break though, but I couldn't get it. I wanted like this week off from Friday to like the next Friday essentially, and then start the following Monday. But I'm not gonna be able to do that. But that's whatever.
Dang.
Yep. How was yours? What did you do? You went to RC, what's it called?
Oh yeah. RCIA.
RCIA. How was that?
It was pretty laid back.
Mm.
We talked about how to pray.
How to pray?
So it wasn't, yeah, like how to pray. Or how to have better prayers, I guess.
Oh. So it is for like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it is for like all, like not just for Catholicism.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, that.
Oh, I thought I cut you off right now.
No, like it was like if you were Christian, you could go.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, yeah, it's funny enough. So I went to, the small group, right, that I go to. And like, I'm one of, I guess, the only Protestants there that like would agree that, like, I believe that Catholics are saved, right? Obviously you believe that. But I also believe like Orthodox members are saved. I believe like a Messianic Jew, right? But some of the Protestants in my little circle, and I love them, they're my brothers, man. It was dope. But they were pushing back. Like we were having like I shouldn't even say it, but yeah, I can't say. But anyway, they were pushing back, and they were essentially saying that they have concerns with the Catholic Church, and I wanted to push back and be like, but that's not really, you can't really, think that because X, Y, and Z, but I didn't, just out of respect. But I think I'm the only one there, and I think honestly, I might be one of the only in the church, because just haven't met people that would believe that way. I'm not entirely sure because there's a bunch of people, and I only go to the morning one, but I got a feeling. You can kind of just tell when you talk to people, like what they believe. But but that's a big assumption. But I was like, oh dang, okay. I didn't know that. They're like more like strict, like I guess for lack of better words, like hardcore Protestant. But I'm not hardcore Protestant, but I agree with them for the most part.
The Catholic and the Orthodox also believe like outside of their respective churches, no one gets saved.
Yeah, there's some camps. Well, I was actually watching a video, I think it was the podcast with ¿cómo se llama ese güey? Voice of Reason. And the other dude that Yeah, Joe, I'm bad with names, bro. I barely remember what I did yesterday. That's what I keep saying.
Uh, I thought you
But
were saying you barely remember my name.
no, no. But I was watching that, and I think in that video they were talking about like salvation outside the Catholic Church, and I think he mentioned that Catholics do believe in salvation outside the church, but the way Voice of Reason worded it was like he wanted to me. I took like he wanted to say that you can't have salvation outside the church, and he said that in a way, but like the pass that we get, like someone like me would get, is that I'm a part of the invisible church, right? So that in that regard, I'm in, right? I'm safe. But the way he worded it was like pretty good because it like covered what the Catholics believe, but also like included us as a part of the church as a whole, right? Just a part of the invisible church as opposed to the visible. So I thought that was a pretty good answer, but that's essentially what I believe. But yeah, some of the brothers there were like, "Oh no, we have baptism alone doesn't save you," and I was like, "No, but it's more than that. They don't believe just baptism." And I wanted to push back, but I didn't.
You should.
Nah, it wasn't it was a time and place for it, but that wasn't it for sure.
Yeah.
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 There's
Nah,
a
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say there's another group that I'll do next time that's like apologetics like based where I think I'll be able to push back like on that a little bit more. But this one was more like Bible study, get to know people, more fellowship type of group. So maybe the
Yeah.
next one I'll do it, but yeah, not this one.
What do you meet? When do you meet?
On Wednesdays. On Wednesdays at like
Okay.
6:30. We'll usually like we'll talk for a little bit and then we'll eat. Someone will bring like snacks. There's like someone who's designated to bring snacks. Someone will share like a testimony. I did mine early on. I got mine out the way. But then someone will share a testimony and then we'll get into the Bible study and then we'll like talk for a little bit after and then by then it's like 8 o'clock and then we just leave. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I guess the only drawback, or the only thing I'm thinking about with the RCIA is she said that this group started in October, and that they were going to finish in June. And then, so the monk I told Brenda that she would have to start in September, and then go all the way until March because that's when it starts.
Yeah.
But she could still go, but it just won't count until September.
It won't count until September?
Yeah, because that's when the class officially starts.
Yeah. You can't just like like hop into like a like mid class and then like catch up or something. That's not how it works. Or what? You know what I mean? Like you can't like start behind because that's what some of our some of our people did. They started like a little late and then they just caught up and did the.
I mean, because I thought you could do that, or like you would meet with like somebody like a priest or like their instructor and be like, go over what you do know, what you don't know.
Yeah.
And then take it from there, and then. But I asked the lady in English, and she said that the same thing in October to June, the group I was in, but that, and so June would be, they would finish, and then the next confirmation would be in October or in November.
Oh yeah, you need to become like a part of the church, huh?
Yeah, and then I asked her, it's like, okay, so I can keep coming, and then in October or November, that's when I would be confirmed.
Yeah.
And take communion. And then she said yes. But then Adrian, he said, to him it sounded like the same thing with Brenda, where I would have to come until October.
Yeah.
When it officially starts.
It makes more sense that way. I totally forgot about that part of it. It makes more sense that you would have to like do it completely then. Because that's like the whole. It's essentially, as I understand it, like a confirmation process, right? Can you look at it that way?
Yeah, you could look at it that way. It's to get you prepared to join the church.
Yeah, but that's not. There's not like this. It's not like RCIA and then like a confirmation process. This is like part of it, right? Not like.
Yeah, this is like because it's the name is like rites of initiation for
Yeah,
Catholic adults.
yeah. That's one
So
thing. See, that's one thing I like about Catholic churches because, like, with Protestants, you can kind of like, if you don't like the style of preaching the pastor like has on a Sunday, you could just bounce. You could just leave. You know what I mean? There's no like waiting it out. And well, in our church, we do like it's called a stick six, where you just try it out for 6 weeks. So that's kind of like hey, try us out for 6 weeks. And if you don't like it, you can go. But the Catholics, I like it because they'll walk you through, what you need to learn, and then this is like an official process that's legit. You don't just get to like leave like that. But
yeah, so I think on Tuesday I'll either go back or call them before class and be like, okay, I just want to clarify this. Like, am
yeah,
I being allowed to continue and it'll still count, or do I have to start from the beginning?
yeah, yeah. I wonder how the Orthodox do it. How do they do it?
I have no idea.
I know they have a process though. I know it's damn, what's it called? Oh, I'm gonna say wait. I forgot that
Well,
was
don't
name.
say it.
Hey, I got
Which
that was
Orthodox
name.
boy?
No, he just became he was an atheist. But he's in the Protestant circles. I don't know if you know him. But he just became. I mean, he was an atheist and became an Orthodox Christian. But let me.
Apostate prophet?
Yes, apostate prophet. He was getting like, I don't know if it's called confirmed, but he was going. Oh, is it catechism? I don't know. But he was
Yeah,
going
catechism.
catechism. Yes, he was going through that where it sounds the same way. It sounds the same, like the same thing where it's kind of walking you through like what they believe, and then you become like a part of the church that way. So that part's dope. I like that.
Honestly, like it's not the only, but the biggest reason I chose Catholicism over Orthodoxy
Yeah.
was